Have a spliff. Facts versus myths, hello. Stan, hello. QCS trading, hello everyone. Hello everyone that's watching. Done it early today. I've got to train one of my boxers at 7:30. I'm falling asleep as well. Do I think I'll last longer than White versus the big boy Russian? What, my next fight, do I think I will last longer than a round? Is that the question? I hope so. Be a shit if not. Be terrible. I'll be really sad. I always said I couldn't get stopped in a round, so hopefully not. Luke Shepherd, I'm good, mate. I'm very well, thank you. Trained hard today. I'm absolutely knackered. Got to train one of my boxers soon as well. So I'm a bit tired. But I said I'd do them daily at 7. I am early, but better early than never. Grassy Knoll. Alright, mate. Hi, mate. You alright? Camp's going really well. Training really well. I couldn't go any better than it has been, really. I've never trained this well in my life, to be honest. This morning did 10 rounds boxing. Did 2 rounds on the bag. No, I did 1 on the bag. Did 1.5 on the bag. Finished the second round on the pads with Jamie. Did 4 on the pads with Nige. Did 2 rounds with Jamie on the pads, and I did 2 bag. Did all my squats, my burpees, my press ups, my tricep dips, my sit ups, the plank. I've never trained this hard actually. Never, ever, ever. I'm absolutely knackered. But I just want to train as hard as I can, and then whatever happens, I guess, and I'll be happy whatever happens. Tangled Tackle UK said hi. Tangled Tackle, hi. No, Tangled Tackle UK, hi to you as well. Harry Pete, yes, Dave. What do these blue crowns mean? What does that mean? I keep seeing crowns like number 2, 3, 1. What does that mean? Does anyone know? Harry Pete said hi. Oh, hi. Hello again. How are you? Dave, what was your opinion on Luis Ortiz? I did something like last decade when he got fights too late. I boxed Luis Ortiz 9 years ago. They said he was 37. I'm not sure that he was 37, to be honest. I thought he was older. But actually boxing him, he was fantastic, actually. He was really, really good. He hurt me more than anyone else. But I didn't think he was the biggest puncher in the world. I didn't think he was actually that powerful. I thought his timing was good. He was technically very sound. He was physically quite strong as well, actually. He was very, very good. He was very good. Any Don Charles Dubois split. No, I didn't see it coming, but I've not heard anything. Usually when things like these happen, I usually hear things, but I didn't hear anything about that. I wouldn't say I'm shocked by it. I was pretty close to the corner during Usyk Dubois, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked at all, no. I kind of thought it would happen, but I didn't actually hear anything regarding it. Which I usually do hear things, but I didn't hear anything regarding this. He's gone to Tony Sims. Interesting. Johnny Fisher's just gone there. I only hope that Fisher don't spar Dubois, because that would be horrible. That's not the sparring Johnny needs, I don't think. But Tony Sims, one of the best coaches in the country, got a really good stable, so why not? Yeah, why not? Why is it not a good move? Maybe it will be. Rhino within 7, I hope so, mate. My go-to TGI's order, when I go to TGI's, I will have You get 15 wings, I think, in the sharers. So I get 15 wings, Friday's wings. I get the sesame chicken strips and the chips. And I'll get the ribs, the full rack of ribs and the chips. So I'll get 2 mains and a sharer starter. That's my go-to. If I'm in store, I'll have just refillable Coke Zero. If I'm at home, I'll have Pepsi. Owen Johnson, how you doing, mate? Global Boxing 7. Hello, mate. How you doing? Fascinating wallpaper. I'm not at home. I'm in our Airbnb currently. Monday to Thursday or Friday. Usually, I'm in Manchester, so I'm over here now, training. So yeah, the wallpaper. It's not a bad Airbnb really. Tomorrow I might do I can't be asked to move right now, but tomorrow I may review it for you all. Something different there. Just Fishing, C-A-DA, A up. Hi, mate. My dream opponent I've got through Mammadov. I've got to beat Mammadov first. When I watched David Price, I'd already agreed to watch Povetkin, and we all know what happened there. So, Deontay Wilder would be what I would be after with a win. But I've got to win first. Harry Kane. Why have people got crowns next to the name with numbers in? Don't get it. Does anyone know why? Don't think excuses are being made. Well, there's rumors that Donald going into the fight. Do you think that is calling the public in a way? I saw that. I think anyone that saw the fight saw that Tamu was just too young and fresh and good, really. It would be interesting the best Dylan White from when he was beating Parker and Rivas against the current Atama. That would have been an amazing fight and one difficult to call, but current Dylan White with the timeout, the age, he couldn't compete with the speed. And that's okay. He's been a great fighter. And I still think he's a good fighter, even now not as good as he was, but still a good fighter. Still a good win for Atama. But the better man won, in my opinion. I think the better man won. We always have excuses. We always have little niggles going into fights. But no one's ever 100%, to be honest. When you're doing these training camps, it's hard work. It's strenuous on your body. But he just got beat by the better man, really. I think that's as simple as that. And I'm not a Dylan White making an excuse. I don't think we will. So, I don't know. Can you give me a big up, please? Global Boxing 7. I'm still none the wiser why people have got crowns with numbers next to the name. I don't get it. Liam Cameron. Yeah, I know Liam Cameron. Yes, Dave, good luck in your upcoming fight. Supreme Tic Tac. Thank you very much. Andreas Cipriano. How are you? I'm very well, mate. How are you? Favourite Pokemon, Dave? Also, you ever collect the shiny Pokemon cards as a kid? Favourite Pokemon? I do a bit of speed running on Pokemon Yellow and Gold, actually. I would use Nidoking on Yellow always. I was actually the 151st fastest ever to complete the game in history, if you believe Google. And I did collect the cards, yeah. My sister's got a massive collection of them. I don't know where mine are, obviously, but I did collect them as a kid, yeah. Maybe Big John Fury in Dubois' corner next time. Apparently he's gone to Tony Sims. I thought he would leave Don Charles. Where he would go, I wasn't too sure, but the news is he's gone to Tony Sims, apparently. What's your bin day, pal? I'd love to know. Says DP. I ain't got a clue. I don't know. My next fight is 7 weeks, Saturday, October 11th at Sheffield Arena against Arslan Bek Makhmadov in defence of my WBA Intercontinental title. Dave, you've done a better job than Dillian White. This kid is a bit special, this Alma. I think what he does Dylan White will do to most. I think if I boxed him, I think he'd be too fast for me and beat me. I do specialise in taking people around because I'm pretty clever and tough. But I don't think I could compete with him. I think he's too fast and too good, to be honest. Hello, Stan. Phil Dutt said Dave should fought for the British title instead of committing suicide. presume you mean in regards to what's in Makhmedov. The British title wasn't available as TKV was ordered to box Fraser Clark by the British Boxing Board. So when that happened, we had to find a different opponent. I sent a list of opponents: Yoko, Wallin, Barrier, Makhmedov, and Heiser. I picked Makhmedov. I thought I think it's really intriguing. I think it's a good fight. I think stylistically it gives me a chance, and we will see what happens. Dave, Kell Brooks said, "Do you have a 10-inch wang?" I don't think he did, and I don't, sadly. So I think that's not true. Richard Harris, hello Dave. How you doing, Richard, mate? You good? How much do you need to get paid to say yes to a timer? I've heard rumours people are going to start getting paid millions to boxing now. So millions, please. But no, he's good. He's very, very good. They do need paying a lot. Will D, hello. How you doing, mate? Good looking smart, Makhmedov. Thank you. I do get homesick. Yeah, not so much homesick. I miss my kids, really. I do miss them. FaceTime 10 times a day. I do miss him, to be honest. Yeah, I do miss it. Do I miss home? Of course I miss home, but I miss seeing my kids, really. I do miss them through the week. They change, because they're young, they change all the time. Sometimes I go home and I think, bloody hell, I've missed something. I've only been away for 4 days, and I think, wow, I've missed. You feel like you missed a lot with them, because they're ever changing when they're that young, they're talking, and yeah, I do get a bit sad about it sometimes. Jamie, how am I? I'm very well, thank you, mate. How are you? Pishy Runak, thank you very much. Hello, Jamie. Dave, I know you like your horse racing. Fantasy match race over 1 mile. Frankel versus Secretariat. Who wins? Secretariat was a long time ago. The best flat horse of my era, I started watching racing probably late 90s. Frankel, See the Stars. I mean, over 1 mile, Frankel would have beat See the Stars. I think would have had too much speed. But See the Stars might have been the best flat horse of my lifetime. I like See the Stars. It was a very genuine horse. Won the Guineas, won the Derby. Yeah, I don't know. Frankel, as far as milers go, Frankel might be the best there's been. Do I think Makhmedov with the hardest punch you have faced? I think he'd be the heaviest handed, maybe the strongest. Yeah, that's what I'm preparing for. Will D said hi. Hello, mate. I'm still working this YouTube thing out. There's still crowns with numbers in. I'm still not sure what's going off. Who do you think Dylan White will fight next? I hope we get White Chisora 3. I think it'd be a good sign-off for both. You know, they get a good payday and a good last fight. I'd like to see that happen. When will we get a Dave Allen Stadium fight? I'm not sure, mate, to be honest. I'm not sure. You never know. It's good to dream, though. Richard Harris says, I'm about to have chicken soup and toasted soda bread. I'm a big chicken soup fan. When I was a kid and I was ill, we would have chicken soup and rice pudding. Not together, obviously. I'd have chicken soup with some bread and some rice pudding and jam. Crowns mean top fan, Dave. I think it's people interacted with your channel the most. Oh, thank you very much. So watch box with a 2 crown. Oh, thank you very much, yeah. Just Fishing CADA. Thank you. I understand now. The patio. Patio's good, mate, yeah. Patio very good. It's absolutely knackered, to be honest. But it's good, yeah. Will I go full skinner to fight Makhmedov? No. I genuinely think if I shaved my head, it wouldn't grow back, to be honest. Have I been to the Lake District? I went on a school trip, actually, in year 6. Went for a week. I've never been. Have I been back since? I may have been. Kendall mint cake and all that. Yeah. Jamie, nice, great for you, Dave. Yeah, I love it over here, mate, to be honest. I do enjoy it. I think I was a good amateur, really. I was a good amateur boxer and turned pro, and, you know, I was gambling and I had a few issues and stuff outside of boxing, and you know what? I came over here at the right time. I matured. I was ready to work hard. I'd grown up a bit. And then Jamie and Nige, yeah, they understand me. We're friends. We're friends first. You know, before boxing and boxing coach, we're friends. So, So it works, it's good, yeah. Why don't you follow what Liam Cameron's doing with your new house? What is he doing with his house? If you tell me what he's doing, maybe we will. For sparring, I'm going to start sparring next week. So I'm going to do a couple of 4-rounders with some sparring partners I've had before. Just get my eye back in, really. I only spar when I have fights now. I don't spar outside of camp. You know, I've had a lot. There's a few miles on the clock, I guess you could say. So, yeah, get my eye back in next week, and then we'll have a look for something a bit more, you know, similar size to size and style of Mamadov. What happened when you surf up and down the right hand side of Cinnabar Island? I've seen this on YouTube actually. Is it missing now? Is that where they catch him? I need my fins cutting, yeah, I will. When I watched him fish it every 2 minutes, I was doing this with my gloves. I having to sweep my hair back. There's worse problems to have though. Hello, Stan. I've never sparred a Talma, no. Never sparred him. How much will the boy in the same gym help Johnny Fisher? It depends. If they spar, then they won't help at all, to be honest. Sparring Dubois would not be of much use to anybody, to be honest. He has a great jab and good feet, but he's not technical master, and he just punches your head in. So, if this, I don't think they will spar, to be honest. Anyone that spars Dubois wants paying a fortune. Would you describe your YouTube aesthetic as normcore? I'm not sure. I don't know what normcore means. Maybe. Doing like Cabell did. I'd like to. Cabell's a bit better than me, though. Hi, Dave. Hope you're well. Can I ask if you've heard of our local boxer in Portsmouth, Michael McKinson? Of course I've heard of Michael McKinson. Yeah, McKinson's a very good fighter. Can you look in my fridge? If I can take a video of it if you want. The Lovejoy fight. Yeah, I like the Lovejoy fight, but headline Sheffield United against Lovejoy would have been a bit of a piss take, really, for people buying tickets, I guess. Ishmael Davis, yeah, very good fighter as well, yeah. Atama Dubois, difficult. I wouldn't rule Dubois out in that fight. Dubois is very strong and powerful. Atama looks the real deal, but obviously it's still a long way to go. All right, Dave, like the profile pic. Oh, it's me. Yeah, I do actually, yeah. Good back. Sami Hamed on Misfits, what do I think? Sami Hamed's good. He's good, yeah, very good. He could be boxing professionally, in my opinion. How many hours do I sleep in a day? Not enough. Not enough. Dave Allen, you're a legend. Thank you very much. Get up the right, Rhino. Thank you. Any day on the patio? The patio will remain the same forever. Yeah, Barrier. I thought Barrier is good. I watched a bit of him. I think he's really good, but Matt Mill's been on Riyadh season shows. He's boxed Cabiel and some of the good fighters. I just thought he was probably the best known option. I'll never play golf again now. Which Fossil Mark Moon do I take? The one on the left hand side because it's quicker to get out from speed running. You have to take the one on the left hand side. Hi Dave, do you can do the alley shuffle on its fight? I mean, I can try. I could definitely try. I've got ears. My ears, because my beard's quite thick at the moment. Do you reckon why I got paid $2 million for the Italian fight? That's the rumours. I don't know how true it is though. Yeah, I'd like to watch Hergovich after Mamadov if possible. Yeah. I'm not playing videos about wrestling animals. No. Top 3 WWE matches of all time. TLC at WrestleMania 17. Austin Rock at WrestleMania 17 as well. And probably because it was the first pay-per-view I ever watched, Steve Blackman and Shane McMahon at SummerSlam 2000. Hello to everyone saying hello. Evening, Dave. Can't believe you've done £650 at Peppa Pig World. I'm not sure how much it costs, really. I don't sort things like that. I don't know how much money I've got. I'm not really a money guy. But I think it costs a fortune. You have to fucking drive there and back. Took about 10 hours. But it's gone now. I'm happy because it's gone. I'm in the good books and it's done. It depends if my next fight will depend on what happens in the next fight. The Mamadov fight will dictate my future and whether it lies at, near world level or whether I'm down at domestic level, I guess. the next one will tell me all I need to know. Joshua apparently he's going to fight Yoka, which I don't think is a bad fight, really. The hardest puncher I've faced. I mean, Ortiz hurt me the most, but he wasn't the biggest puncher. I boxed a Bulgarian guy in my 6th fight who was very, very heavy-handed, and no one will have ever heard of him. Do I ever go to the amateur if Nigel puts on? I usually go to ones at Peaky Blinders. When Nigel puts on at Peaky Blinders, I'll go, yeah. I think I've been to the last 3. How good is Leo Tang? Is he a possible opponent for Itama? He's very, very good. Leo Tang is... Do you know the difference between him and Itama? Itama's a man at 20. Leo Tang is a kid at 18. But Leo Tang is as fast. He's as fast as anyone I've sparred. And technically is good. Just needs time. You know, you give Leo 5 or 6 years, he's going to be at the very, very top, I think. We're lucky, really, to have them two around at the same time. I think in 5, 6, 7 years, that could be as big as what Fury Joshua could have been. Because they're both that good. What fight is my profile picture from? If it's the picture I think it is, it's from the David Price fight the day after. CVRTS Audio, thank you very much. Linda's vlogs on his house being done. Well, my kids live there, do you know what I mean? So, I don't like taking pictures of my house and stuff because my kids are in it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Do you like the movie The Champ? I think I watched it with my dad as a kid, actually, if it's what I think it is. Do I rate Ben Davison as his trainer? I've never worked with him, so he's had some good results, but I've never worked with him. Most of the time, to do a mini tour to raise his profile. I've seen that he might be boxing Franklin now, Jermaine Franklin, which I think is a really, really good fight, actually. I think it's a brilliant fight. In terms of a mini tour to raise his profile, I think his profile is good. I think it could be, but he's only 20. Like, his personality will come out in time. You know, you can't. He's 20. When I was 20, I was a gobshite, actually. But he's only young. You're going to give him a little bit of time. But Franklin fight would be good. Have I been on the WBC tournament? I have, actually. Sotny Regava, he got beat in the quarterfinals the other day by the Bosnian fella. He was trying Usyk at the same time. I kept my eye on it. Keaton Gomez, I think, will win it. The South African fella, I think he'll win it at heavyweight. Hergovic to Talmy, I think that's a good fight for him. But apparently he's fighting Franklin, which I think is equally as good a fight. Dream WWE match we never got. Off the top of my head, I couldn't think, to be honest. My claim to fame is that Dave Ellis with my comment. Well, I hope it gets better from me, mate. The champ is doing live now. Try and do one every day in camp, and then maybe on the boxing. I might do a live watch-along for Rafferty Chamberlain at the weekend, actually. Tandy S65, thank you very much. Dave Adler. You never know, never say never. He's a good fighter. My favourite boxers currently, I like Nick Ball, actually. I really enjoyed the Ball Goodman fight. I thought that was very, very good. Anyone that puts any abusive messages, I'll just ignore him, to be honest. Evening, Rob, 1969. In. Hello, how you doing, mate? Jalovov's very, very good. He will be avoided. Tay. All right, Dave, remember you used to Snapchat me back in 2016. Never forget you give me time, mate. You know what? I've always, yeah, you have to give time. Like, who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? Like, we should always give time to people. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to, I think. And I can talk. Termoana, I think he's very good, yeah, very, very good. I wish you would sit up, Dave. Mate, if you would have trained like me today, you'd be sat like this as well. My legs are killing. El Nasty 714. It weren't a t-shirt, it was a pair of football socks. Dave, did you get my message? I'm not sure. If it was on here, then I presume I've read them. I've read pretty much all of them. From some of them I'm ignoring, but I've read pretty much all of them. Buffering loads, sadly. It's all right, my end. I don't feel like I'm buffering this end. Jamie Taylor, I think you're awesome. Your crack is mint. Thank you very much. I don't train Stevie. I still manage her, but I don't train her. She's trained with Jordan Gill now, actually. This is not. I'm not in my house. This is an Airbnb. Who would I rather box in, Garner or Wilder? Wilder, of course, former heavyweight champion of the world in boxing. Get your driver's license. The theory doing me over. It's the theory's the problem. I can actually drive an automatic. It's the theory. The post office. I'm not going to the post office. After seeing your videos on YouTube, I've become a supporter and hope to be here in person for your upcoming fight. Thank you very much, Secret Dance Move. Can you give me some tickets to your next fight? There is some available. But on the website now, they're all sold, which is good. But if you haven't got them, probably not so good. But I think there's some still available on Ticketmaster. They put a lot of them on there, to be honest. The hardest puncher I've been in the ring with, yeah, maybe Plum and Nikolov, yeah, the fellow underneath us. Yeah, Plum and Nikolov hit really hard. Ortiz hurt me the most, though. Paul Lawrence, hello. Jake Potts. I don't want to look past Makhmedov, but I'd like to watch Wilder, if possible. Best jab I've faced. David Price. It wasn't a hard jab, but it was pretty constant. Billy Joe Saunders, will he box again? I'm not sure. Been a long time out, though. Parker today, he said yes to fighting you when he was offered recently. I don't know about that. All I know is Eddie said the fight could happen. I said I would do it, and it fell through. Josie Parker, I know, would have no fear of boxing me. I would have boxed him for the money. It would have been a good fight for me, but it didn't happen. You're a good lad and a top fighter. I think you'd be White Chisora at Juggernaut and did Wild run for his money. They're all hard fights, maybe. You never know. We'll see what happens. We'll fight Makhmedov first. Hi, handsome. I just love you, Maggie. Thank you very much. My thoughts on Bonnie Blue. I don't watch too much of the internet, really. I've heard of her, but I don't really know too much, to be honest. Don't do auto, do manual. I couldn't pass the manual. I did listen to the manual years ago. It was fucking terrible. Do you think the reason Jallo is going in and out of the pro and amateur fight is very strange? I'm not sure what he's doing, but I think they should do one or the other. You shouldn't be able to do both. Get a haircut like IB for Final Boss. I've seen that fella a bit as well, but I don't get it. I don't understand it. If you had to turn now to one of Tony Yokel, Leonard Thomas, or Chris Lovejoy, who would you choose? Chris Lovejoy was actually very funny. Chris Lovejoy, I couldn't say I disliked the other two at all, but Chris Lovejoy was actually quite funny. David Price, yeah, I'm not saying he couldn't punch. He wasn't the biggest puncher I faced, though. But I don't think he boxed me to be powerful. I think he boxed me just to box me, really, and it worked. Do I think Tyson Fury will come back? I'm not so sure, actually. The hardest spar, I had a really hard one with Joe Joyce once, to the point where I left the gym and I had to ring my girlfriend at the time and ask her where I was going and what I was doing. Because I didn't know, I didn't have a clue what was going off. I remember being really confused and having to, just like I was in the middle of Sheffield and I thought, well, I didn't know where I were. True story. Top 3 takeaways. I like TGIs, I say this all the time, I like TGIs. Is it true that Sheffield Arena made signs no pissing in the sinks? When you get protection on, it's hard to piss, to be honest, it is hard. Fabio Wardley. I'm going to beat Makhmedov first. You know, it's hard to think past Makhmedov. He's good, he's very good, so it's going to be hard for me. How about a celebrity boxing match? Me and you, but I can use my legs as I weigh as much as a bag of sugar. It doesn't sound very entertaining, that one, though. Doesn't sound great. Maybe, though. How many times a day do you train? Twice, usually twice. Knackered today, struggling today. Very unfortunate title fight for Sam Noakes. His world title opportunity comes against the best prospects in the world. Abdullah Mason looks good, but Sam Noakes is very, very strong. He's really, really strong. He's the best opponent Mason has faced by a long way. So, interesting fight. John Chambers says, what does a day of dieting look like in the lead to a fight? Today I've had porridge, I had an omelette, I had steak and potatoes, got some Greek yogurt and honey, I think that's it really. I do about 3,000 calories a day currently. In the gym, I do a lot of running actually. I do a lot of running, just running and boxing really. Running, boxing and bodyweight stuff. I don't do strength conditioning. I just box, run, do my sit-ups, do my press-ups. Yeah, I've got to beat Mammadov first though. I have to beat him first. It's a big ask. I really think it is. Sausage with onion gravy. I like that, yeah. Bit of mashed potato. Patio's all good, thank you. Used to give me a hard spar. I mean, of course did, but as did Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Klitschko. I sparred everybody. The hardest one, I think, was probably the Joe Joyce one. It was really, really hard. Some of these questions are mad. Hello, everyone saying hello. I can't make cruiserweight. I went to University of, I think it was Manchester, and they did some tests on me. 10% body fat with 17 stone 3, so it would be impossible. Do I eat before I train? Yep. James Felton, I'm good, thank you. Do I take creatine? I'm very hit and miss with it, to be honest. I'm not great. I always forget. I should take it. I've not had any for about 2 weeks now, but I should. I read the questions before I say them out loud, by the way, for people trying to catch me out with like mad names and stuff. Juju Man, thanks for hopping on here and chatting. Passes some time for me as well, mate. I enjoy it. Do I shower before I fight? I did for Gareth Davis. Me and Gareth Davis are mates now, but he does come out with some mad shit. Do I shower? I don't shower. I don't get hot water on me for 2 or 3 days before I box. I will sink wash before fights. Sean Mulligan, how you doing, mate? Russ with a Great Britain flag. You're built like me, dad bod. I've got a terrible body, so I'm sorry to hear that. My favourite boxer as a kid, John Buster Keaton, the British cruiserweight champion. Boy memes, hello. Dave, who is harder, Johnny Fisher or Arlo Stevens? It's difficult to judge because I've boxed one with 10 assholes and no head guard and I sparred the other. But Arlo's a good fighter. He's a big, strong man. Big, strong, powerful man he is. But it's different with the small gloves and the head guard and stuff. It's very difficult to quantify power when you have such different variables like a head guard and stuff, so it's difficult. I do burpees, yeah. I'm not doing none right now, though. White versus Adelaide, a town versus Hergovich. Yeah, I'd watch them both. My favourite biscuit. I do like a party ring, actually. I do like party rings. I like Jammy Dodgers. I like Rich Teas. I've got a big mug at home. It's massive, and I can get like 6 Rich Teas at a time in the cup. It's pretty good, actually. OT smell like dust. Yeah, dust and where is originals, I said. I've never sparred a Talma, no. So late on in your career, you have turned your career on. I bet you wished this in the beginning. It would have been nice, but it just wasn't. I wasn't with it when I was a kid. I wasn't with it. I had gambling problems. I had loads of problems. I was fucking here, there, and everywhere. It just wasn't to be. But luckily, I had a good little run now, and yeah, I don't really do what ifs and what could have been. You know, I do what happened, I guess. So yeah. Hi Dave, big up from Canada, says Miles Carey, huge fan. Do I have a nutritionist? I do, yeah. Big Bang Zhang, he's dangerous. Drug testing, yeah, I've not been tested yet, but I signed up to VADA about 2 or 3 weeks ago. They haven't come to test me yet. Well, I have signed up to the 24-hour testing. Just working out that name. Don't get it, but I'm not saying it out loud in case. Pokemon Gold or Silver, they're the same game pretty much, aren't they? They are the same game, I think. I watch a bit of old boxing, yeah. I watch a fair bit, yeah. I don't do any recovery ice baths and that, not really, no. Can I breathe out my nose? Yeah, I can actually. Some days I can't. Am I planning on getting into movies after my boxing career? I wasn't planning on, no. Damo Williams, yes I do, mate. Been at Newcastle a lot, yeah, a lot of sparring. Got a few friends up there. Been up there quite a bit, yeah. On the November 22nd card, do you think Mason Yard or Dalton have to bring a chance at bringing a world title back to the UK? Who's Mason? Do you mean Noakes, who's boxing Mason? Who has the best chance out of them three to winning? I would say Dalton Smith. Callie Craig, thank you very much. I've never been to Blackpool or Morecambe. I've been to Blackpool, I've never been to Morecambe. I'm boxing Matt Madov in 7 weeks Saturday. Atama Parker, I don't think that's a good fight for Atama just yet. I think he's a bit more experienced. Favourite song / artist, I like Luke Combs. I like a bit of country music. I like a bit of everything though, to be honest. All round defence, hopefully, mate, hopefully. Is there sound? The sound for me, I can hear myself. Have I seen Joanne Taylor, Kelly Pavlik? I have, yeah. Did they only box once? I thought they boxed twice. Andre Ward, Joshua won't happen. It shouldn't happen. Indian or Chinese? Chinese, I like Chinese food, to be honest. Itama Joshua. Yes, Itama the favourite on current form, I think. How come you're so down to earth? I'm just like, who am I, really? It's nice that people support me and stuff, but really, who am I, really? Do you know what I mean? Audio's working fine. Yeah, I can hear myself good. Yo, what's up? I'm a civilian from the United States of America. Hi, mate. Taylor Pavlik. I thought the box twice, you know. Maybe not. Any place you're open in Sheffield, flying over the night from Ireland. In Sheffield, what food-wise? I think Piccolino's. I think I said Carlucci the other day. Piccolino's, nice steakhouse opposite the Mercure Hotel. Sheffield, there's a lot going on in Sheffield. It's a big place. Hello, Dave. It's Steve. Hello, Steve, the mackerel man. Steve Young, how you doing, mate? Hi, Dave. What do you think about the heavyweight division? Light heavyweight division, sorry. Do I think Bivol can retire Baturbiev and defeat Benavidez? The thing with boxing is it's a never-ending changing landscape. It's a revolving door. There's always the next big thing. So Bivol and Baturbiev at the top right now, but in 5 years' time they'll both be retired. Someone else will come along. So it's never ending. My mum knows you as the bloke with his own face on his trousers at the weigh-in. Daniel Cockerill, yeah, tell her I said that man said hello. Reece Blotti boxing Padley so close after getting stuck to Garner. Yeah, when I saw the fight, I thought I was a bit. I did think that's a bit soon, but like he's fit, he's a grown man, he knows what he's on with. Crocker Donovan 2. Donovan had him beat all ends up the first time. I think he will again, to be honest. Thank you, Cameron Truiki. Champion Wade, hello. Is Reece Blotti suspended? He'll get 28 days for the Garner stoppage defeat. No sparring, no fight for 28 days. But after that, he'll be good to go. Did I get into boxing because I was a hard lad? Not really, no. I wouldn't see myself as a hard man, really. I'm pretty quiet. Never been in any trouble. I got into boxing. My dad was a boxer. I just wanted to try it when I left school and did all right, I guess. So yeah, well, I was never that way inclined, really. I wasn't really a scrapper. Do you know what I mean? No more than your average lad as a kid. But I just got involved and enjoyed it, and yeah, took off a little bit. I got called the White Rhino, my first ever. He was my manager, I guess. He was my manager, promoter. I'm not sure. Maybe both. Dennis Hobson named me the White Rhino. It just stuck, really. Yeah. He said I looked like one. So yeah, not sure. The most talented prospects I've sparred. Leo Tang's very, very good. He's very, very, very good. Very good. Casa calling. I'm a road warrior. Thank you. How much do I get paid for the second Fisher fight? I got paid twice as much as the first one. Ben or Eubank? With the same weight, I'm touching my hair now because I can see that question. Ben or Eubank? If the same weight, like the same rules are in effect in terms of weight and rehydration clauses, I'll probably go for Ben. I'm not getting a hair transplant. I don't need one. My hair's fantastic. What are you talking about? The hardest hitting box I've been up against, I've had this for like 8 times. OT's hurt me the most. I've already secured a commentary puncher job when you retired. I haven't secured a job, but I'd like to do that hopefully one day. Big up, David. The Northern Monkey. Hello, mate. Thanks for answering my question, Dave. Bivol is stylistically my favourite boxer, which is curious. Yeah, he's a fantastic boxer, pound for pound, one of the very best in the world. He's fantastic. What's your opinion on how Cauliflower talks about AJ on his YouTube channel? I don't watch his channel, to be honest. I don't really watch much boxing talk. I watch a lot of fights, but I don't particularly watch, interviews and stuff. Who have you fought at the North East? Glenn Foote was very good. I had a great fight with Mark Efron on ABA semi-finals in Retford 2010. One of the best fights I've ever seen. Yeah, Glenn was a very good fighter. Very, very, very hard man he was. Who have I fought at the North East? Steve Robinson. Danny Fleary, Chris Burton. There's quite a lot of sparring up there when I was younger. Danny Hughes from Sunderland, he was a big strong man. JB94. Phil's a gold, yeah. My first ever boxing coach. He was like one of my dad's best mates. He was my first boxing coach. And his funeral song was Phil's a Gold. I was still a boxing amateur at the time when he passed away. But I said when I get into big fights as a pro, I'm going to use that song. It's my ring walk song. And I have. So yeah, it means something to me. Bracamonte, it was tough. Bracamonte surprised me, to be honest. Melissa says, hi Dave, how are you all? I'm very well, thanks. How you are as well? I can't skateboard. I don't think anyone could teach me how to skateboard. I went on one once and fell off and hurt my back. Yeah, White Donkey. I boxed Moses Matuva at the Octagon in Sheffield. Someone said White Rhino, more like White Donkey. Upset me a little bit. People, you're not going to catch me out with these stupid, made-up names. I've heard them all. Quiet ones are always the ones to watch out for. No, with boxing, yeah, tough and that. Tough and you can fight a little bit, but I've no interest in drama. No interest in any of that stuff. I'm a very nice, easygoing person. Not interested. Yeah. Boxing is a sport to me. I don't want to be an hard man. I just want to get on with life. Can't stand Miller. Joel Miller shouldn't be getting big fights. It's ridiculous. My favourite ever boxer? Tommy is a good shout. Yeah, Hagler, Marvin Hagler, James Toney. Yeah. Proper Barney. Yeah, some people say I'm bald, and some people say I've got amazing hair. So, confused. Thank you very much, Cameron. Carl Frotch. I know Carl Frotch personally. Met him quite a few times. I've always got on with him quite well. I think when I watched Dylan White, I cleared about 12 grand, I believe. When I watched Dylan White, I think I cleared 12 grand. The purse was 20. Is sparring Usyk the best boxer you've ever faced? Tyson Fury was every bit as good as Usyk. Every bit as good. Tyson Fury was a fantastic fight. They were probably the two best. Klitschko as well. I turned pro very early and pretty young. Preparation going very well, thank you. A time with Jared Anderson. I don't like the fight really. I think they're both young. I think Jared Anderson's still a prospect. My dad thinking they might win a fight. He thinks I'm going to win it, but I'm going to be really, really fitting on it. Well, a fight bare knuckle doesn't really appeal to me now, to be honest. Ryan Rizicki, I've not seen much of him, to be honest. Pies or pasties? I like a pie. A Marks and Spencer's pie. Camp, very good, thank you, yeah. Peter Mellon, thank you very much. No weightlifting in this camp, mate, no. Just bodyweight stuff, really. Proper clips, thank you very much. Can I do a kickflip? I used to play Tony Hawk, so I know what that is. Well, I know it's something to do with a skateboard, so no, I can't. The best fight I've ever faced in sports. Fury or Usyk, the two best. Do I fancy a game of Warzone? I think that's Call of Duty, I think. I used to watch Cameron play it. But no. I can't play stuff like that. I never played anything like that, to be honest. I used to play a bit of FIFA and that as a kid, but that's about it. Thank you very much, Melissa. What's my greatest achievement in life? I'm a good dad, you know. I'd say I'm a very good dad. So I would say that my kids are good. How many minstrels? I like minstrels. I like revels, me actually. My great granddad and my dad. My granddad wasn't, but they was. But my dad, I never met my great granddad, but my dad never pushed me towards boxing. I started without him knowing, and he came to watch me spar after about a month of training, and he said, "You're very strong." So he took me to Brendan Ingles' gym, and that was it, really. Who's the worst geezer in boxing? I would never talk about someone in that light, really. That's not what I'm about. Do you believe that boxers lose speech and gets like brain problems? I mean, getting punched in the head is not good for anybody, to be honest. No, but boxing is such an unbelievable sport, you know, and does some great things for people. It's, you know, certainly changed my life and given me a better life. My amateur record, I had 10 amateur fights and I won 9. The David Price fight, I don't regret anything. It's been whatever's happened now. Steve Carter, have you got a big knob, Dave? Would you ever consider an autobiography, Dave? Not really. I'd have to win a world title and defend it 6 times before I was worthy of that, I think. A guy called Henry, how you doing, mate? Will Moses be world champion before he's 21? Depends what happens with Usyk and all the titles, I guess, whether he vacates them all or not. My favourite Johto starter, Cyndaquil. What I do strictly. I mean, I'd have to, yeah. I'd have to do it for my mum, but can't dance either. Just fishing. Oh, you've been on the hello, Jude. Said your name about 24 times, but thank you very much. Who pushed his timer? Yeah, Franklin, Hergovich, Hooney. I think they'll give him rounds. Make him work for definite. Pro Evo 2004. I first Pro Evo 2001, I think, was the first one I played on PS1. John Fury. I've always gotten really well with John. Very, very well, actually. My dad didn't fight Dave Boy Green, no. I don't like kebabs. I've been to Maltby a few times, yeah. I brought up near Maltby. I met Tom Aspinall once about 10 years ago, sparring Huey Fury. He can box, actually. Any favourite boxing games? It was like Fight Night. Fight Night 4, I think. Yeah, Jalovov's good, but he's going to get the opportunity. CT Hammond, hello, mate. Who's tougher? That Miltank, God, horrible to beat that, weren't it? The third gym as well. Terrible. We roll out, horrible. Who's the scariest looking boxer? Just scary looking. Lucas Brown, the sweetheart, actually, a very nice man he is. Yeah, 2 more wins. Yeah, 1 more, actually. 1 more, hopefully. Would I let my son box? I would never stop him from doing anything. I hope he doesn't. But if he wanted to, I would give him the best chance of doing it safely and being good at it, yeah. I like peppercorn, to be honest. I do like peppercorn. Yeah, I do. I can eat a lot of crisps. I can eat a hell of a lot of crisps, actually. Callie Craig, thank you. How many fights I think I've got left? You never know, mate. You have to take it one at a time. New Brighton, I really enjoyed New Brighton when I went. I've not been for years. Bracamonte, no. Bracamonte is not what he was. Got a lot of hard fights. Ice cream, any ice cream, vanilla usually. A half an hour walk home. An hour walk home, that's a long walk actually. The best geezer in boxing. I get on well with everyone at the gym really, apart, you know, obviously Joe, Conor Walker, get on Cameron Vaughn. Get on with most really. I'm training really hard actually, yeah. Do train pretty hard. I'm knackered actually. Greg's, I like a sausage roll, I like steak bake, vanilla slice. I boxed for Unity and Donny Plant. Steve Carter, thank you. Yeah, hopefully do a bit of punchy when I finished. Yeah. Thank you very much, Lee. Would I do OnlyFans? No, I've not got the body for it. Never boxed enough on Repton now. Someone's on about Leeds. I'm not really a football guy, to be honest. John Matrix, thank you. Who do you think is the best boxing club in England? The best boxing club? I've not been to them all, so I couldn't tell you. I've been to a lot of good ones. I'll box anybody. I've got nothing to lose. I've lost a fair few times. There's nothing to lose. I had steak and potatoes for dinner. What jobs? I did a bit of security stuff. Did a bit of supply teaching. I was a teaching assistant as well. The first fight I watched and remembered, John Murray against Yusuf Al-Hamidi on ITV4, actually. Hope so, Tony Davis. Yeah, Caball's good. He'll get his chance eventually. I'm going to have some Greek yogurt. I'm going to go to the gym soon and train one of my boxers. I'm going to have some Greek yogurt, some honey. That'll do me. The most underrated boxer, apart from my gym mates, I used to say Tyrone Nurse. Tyrone Nurse was very good. Yeah, Hrgovic is tough. Good fighter, Hrgovic, very good. Cake or pastries, cake for me. Wardley and Moses won't box because they're at the same gym. Yeah, Dubois, Sims is a good coach. There's loads of good coaches, yeah. There's loads of good coaches about. So yeah, boxers, we always moving around here, there and everywhere, trying to get better, I guess. J. Paul Joshua, I don't think will happen. Supply teacher, I covered a bit of everything, really. Covered a bit, just general anything, yeah. Didn't really do much teaching, just set the work out and stuff. I'm actually a very good mathematician, surprisingly to some. Adrian King, very nice lad. Just needs more experience. Hasn't got any experience. Just needs more of that. He's a big, strong fellow who'll do all right. Just needs a bit of time. Stephen Garrard, thank you very much. Bare knuckle, I wouldn't want to do bare knuckle. Not for me, to be honest. I've not been on Countdown now, but would I like to go on Countdown? Probably not. 127 times 8 is 800, 960, 1,000, or whether 800, 960, 8 times 7 is 56, 1,016. Are you feeling confident for your next fight? I feel good, mate. Yeah, I'm enjoying my training and stuff. Young Zach Dingle, yeah. Yeah, I like a town man. I think he's going to be very, 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 very good. But there's still questions to be asked. Celebrity Master Chef. I don't mind a bit of chefing. Don't mind a bit of cooking, yeah. Do I have long-term big coach ambitions? I coach some good fighters now. I've got some good fighters. I've got the area champion. I've got kids at 18 and 118. These can be British champions, pretty much from scratch. Especially with Joe. So yeah, I've got ambitions to do good things, yeah, hopefully. But I'm going to have to leave now. I'm going to go to the gym. Got one of the lads to train. They're going to have a great yogurt. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much.